Hey everybody, it's just Fun82 and I am back. Let's see. Yeah, we need an awful lot of stuff. Mostly wood. We need a good bit of wood, so still waiting for the official release of oh man, it's the middle of the night. We're not going to be able to go get wood. Still waiting for the official release of Minecraft 1.2 expectantly, because I'm hoping that it won't be long after that people have started creating... Oh, yeah, we're gonna sleep. Or that people have started updating mods. I miss the timber mod so much. I completely miscalculated how much I would miss it. Let me tell you, if I had known it would be this big, or this much of a pain in the ass. Well, no, I knew deep down, but let's pack stuff away because I don't need all this. But if I thought about it seriously and realized how big a pain in the ass it would actually be, we would not have switched over to 1.2 yet. The glowstone. The glowstone. I keep forgetting about the glowstone. We can put that in the ship too, and I think I will. Then we have, yeah, wheat. We should turn that into bread. Through the magical process of stacking it next to other pieces of wheat. I did not know it was that easy to bake. It just makes so much sense now that I've seen it in practice. You don't actually bake, you just lay wheat next to each other and it becomes bread. And Minecraft has taught me so many things. For starters, it's no wonder that people raise pigs by the thousand, because you don't always get meat from them when you kill them. And if you do, the best you will get is 2 pork chops. But then this, of course, raises the question, where does ham even come from? And I think the answer to that is it's a conspiracy. Or possibly they don't want you to tell, or don't want to tell us, and it actually comes from zombies. Because, you know, ham is bad for you, and the zombie flesh is bad for you too. So, zombies are made of ham. It only makes sense. There are certain things you just don't question in the world if you want ham. Oof. I probably have bones, but I'll come back and find you later. But, yeah, you don't question that. Don't question where ham comes from. Don't think about it. You might lose access to ham. I still believe ham is one of the perfect foods. Ham, bacon, and hamburgers generally. I love them. I love meat. I'm a carnivore. I mean, I can understand there's certain people who don't want to eat meat, and that's perfectly fine, and I wish you the best. But human beings are carnivorous. They don't need to be. I mean, you can technically get the same nutrients from other places, but it's actually harder on the body to process them. Because we're designed to process things. I mean, we're omnivorous. Blah. Not say that for some reason. We are omnivorous. We can live off plants or vegetables, but we're supposed to live off of both. Or plants or vegetables. Wow. No. Plants or animals, but we're supposed to live off of both. Our digestive system is set up so we live off of both. Well, not everyone's. I actually have a friend who does not produce a particular enzyme or something that means she can't digest meat. That's fine. That's cool. It's just nature being wacky again. But, no, we can eat both, and if capable, or if possible, you should. It's not... You know, as much as people hate to admit it, your body does need a certain amount of fat. And, you know, it's actually important. Because fat is energy. And if you're cooking meat, fat is also flavor. I know that sounds horrible, but no, it's actually true. Fat is where the flavor comes from. I mean, not a huge... You don't need to, like, slather shit in bacon grease unless you really want to. But, no, and if you're cooking meat, fat is where the flavor comes from. So that's why a lot of extremely lean meat isn't quite as flavorful as extremely fat meat. So, you know, your body needs fat, and that's why it tastes good to us. That is why we like those flavors in meat, because your body needs that fat for energy. Now, of course, I am a tremendous fat ass, so I'm not going to lie that, you know, I don't have great eating habits. I'm not the best person to go to for, you know, medical advice, or, you know, dietary advice, except I did do martial arts for a very long period of time. And one of the people who I did it with was a, you know, dietitian, like someone who actually went to school for a long time. And they actually gave me the straight up scoop of what the human body needs. I can't remember it, I'm not going to pretend to. But it basically comes down to 3 ounces of protein if it's meat. I believe it's more if, well, not even. Or each meal I think should contain an ounce of protein, 1 to 2 ounces of protein. And more if it's vegetable protein, because your body's not going to process it all. Or at least not process it correctly. And that's why, for example, beans give you horrible gas. I believe, keep in mind, I'm just trying to remember this, and it's been 14 years. 14 to 16. But yeah, your body can't process beans properly, or beans, because they're high in protein, you know. And, yeah. You will get horrible gas because your body can't process them entirely, or can't process them entirely. I don't know how much of that is true anymore, guys. I'm serious. It's all coming out of memory, and it's flawed memory. So, but you know, I in a way admire people who decide they don't want to eat meat, because it takes real dedication, and it takes really believing in something. And I'm fine with people who believe in things, and I will, you know, honestly, when I was smoking, I wouldn't smoke in front of people that didn't also smoke. When I was around friends who were vegetarians, I would not eat meat, because that's, well, that's kind of wrong. I mean, it's disrespecting them. And, you know, technically, depending on how uppity they were disrespecting me and my choice to eat meat, so I should have eaten meat in front of them, because only extend you courtesy as long as you extend me courtesy. Yeah, I respect anyone and their choices unless they become an asshole about it. That's my general rule of thumb. If you just, you know, this is my belief, I'm going to remain quiet about it. I don't feel like being preachy. I will respect you. I will, you know, be nice. I will also respect your beliefs. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly reasonable. The second you start bitching at me because I like eating a hamburger and I am not even eating it in front of you, that's when I don't care anymore. You're not extending me courtesies. I'm extending you. You should not get the courtesies I was extending you. And I've actually had a bunch of people tell me that attitude is bigoted, and all I can say is, well, then I'm a bigot. Because why should I respect someone who doesn't respect me? Why should I show a goddamn person any level of sympathy or compassion when they're not going to do the same with me? And that's it. I mean, I've reached that point in my life where I just, alright, well, if you're an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole too. Yeah, it's sort of like reverse trolling, I guess. You're an asshole. I see you're an asshole as much as I am, sir. Alright, well. Alright, we're gonna need to go grab more wood. This is going... We're getting some good coverage today. That's not a lot left. We're gonna need a lot more torches. I'm gonna throw some down out here now, actually. It doesn't need to be a huge amount, just enough to cover the area. Alright. There. Now. Well, that'll work. That'll work good enough. Well enough. That'll work well enough. Blah. Poor grasp of language. Also, as a friend pointed out, I need to build a deck cabin on the back. And why did I head down below deck? But I need to... I'll eventually end up... Well, no, I could build the deck cabin back there, but that'll be my bedroom slash the deck cabin. Whee! Ow. But I do need to do that because the captain has to have captain's quarters. I also need to come down here and clean this mess up when I'm done with it. Oh lord, that looks ugly. That looks so ugly. Oh lord, that looks chicken. That looks so chicken. And that looks big! Alright, I'm out cutting down timber in the middle of the night. This is a mistake. I'm not even gonna bother trying to get the whole tree. I'm just gonna speed harvest. Take these eggs though. Maybe later. Well, I said I was gonna try and grow some chickens below deck. Growing, yes. No, I said I was gonna try and breed some chickens below deck. I'll probably actually put a farm up on the main deck too once I've gotten everything done. But that'll be at a later date. Alright. Now. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, I'm babbling. But I don't know. That's one of the things of... one of the things that still, or that even, you know, at this stage of my life when I am, you know, full and rational adult, bothers the piss out of me, because, alright, if I, skeleton, no, if I am respecting you, please respect me. It's not that hard. I mean, it's not that hard. If I'm respecting you and all of your beliefs, extend the same grace to me, because that means I am willing to hear you. I'm willing to hear you out and your opinions on the matter, and I am not going to simply laugh at you. And I extend to whatever that, you know, that politeness to anyone. You know, I'm not really a heavily religious person, but I will extend that to people who want to talk to me about their God, as long as they're nice and polite. But the second they start using the "and you'll go to hell" line, which so many people like to pull out, I just, alright, I'm done. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the point in which I stop listening, because... And don't get me started on the Mormons. Don't get me started on the Mormons at all. Because I used to have a little more respect from them until apparently the Mormon Church decided it was going to start posthumously baptizing people as Mormon. And I actually, the sad thing is, I am sure they are doing it as a, because they think it's a nice thing to do. But no. No, it's... Alright. They plan to posthumously baptize Anne Frank. A woman who was... Or a girl who was killed because she was Jewish. And... No. No. You know, she was killed because of an insane, you know, crazy man. And this is, you know, because of her religion. And you're going to honor her in some way by declaring that she is no longer that religion. No. No, okay? Just no. This is one of... And I'm not saying every Mormon. I'm not saying, oh my god, every Mormon is, you know, this crazy. No, this is the Mormon Church. It has nothing to do with the average person. There's a difference between a church and a person. I get along well with people. I don't get along with churches. But yeah, this bullshit cannot stand. Of course, then someone else came up with the wonderful idea of searching through the old Mormon databases and so forth. They set up a program so that you can posthumously have people registered as gay. You know, so yes, it will, every time you click, it will posthumously register a random Mormon as gay. And I approve of this, because this is perfect. This is the perfect answer. Because if you can do things like that, then so can we. And since baptism is technically a choice you have to make, you know, by yourself or your your family when you're a child, blah blah blah. Since most of these churches view homosexuality as a choice, then yes, if you can say that posthumously this person chose to become a Baptist, or not become a Baptist, chose to be baptized, then another group can posthumously say they quote-unquote chose to become gay. It works both ways. I honestly hope that the families of, because I'm sure once they've done it once, they're going to do it to more people. And that's where it's just going to get stupid. But I hope that they choose to do it to someone who has, oh, well, you know, like the Anne Frank, I believe there's an Anne Frank Foundation. I hope that they step in, you know, but someone who actually has living family that can step in and go, bullshit, I say. I know, stuff like that. I don't understand how people cannot see what's wrong with this. Anyway, we're going to call it here, guys. I'm sorry, I'm absolutely exhausted. But we'll be back tomorrow, and I think we might have enough wood to finish this up. No, we're going to need more. But at least it's a start. A start is good. You know what, the hell with it. Let's use what we have. I know I'm running late, and I'm absolutely exhausted, but let's use what we have. Actually, we might fill up this hole. Which is, oddly enough, exactly what she said. Alright, now. Nah, we're probably not gonna. We're probably gonna be missing like 5 or something stupid. Or maybe a row of like 10. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. I'll just fill in what I can. Which is also what she said. No, I don't know how she would do it. Actually, I don't want to know. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's fill this in. It's alright if it runs a good bit long. Who cares? Actually, I think we're going to have the deck done. Unless this ship is way wider than I gave it credit for, which it is not. Let's grab these. Or cut this down. And Alright, well, that's it. We're done the top deck. We'll just head up there and sit. And tomorrow we will start work on, among other things, the deck cabin and probably starting to move over our home. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Till then, peace out.